Welcome to What's in Your Data.
Brought to you by Melissa. My name is Daniel Lee, and I'm the Chief Data Wrangler at Melissa.
My name is Anna Chong, and I'm a Software Engineer Team Lead here at Melissa.
All right, take 42.
43.
No, we're at 42.
Oh, 42 of what?
Well, so we did 41 takes of this episode.
No, we didn't.
And we had a good one, but I accidentally deleted it.
Should have had a backup.
Backups. I think that's an important topic.
Yes.
Is that what we're going to talk about?
That's what we're going to talk about today, folks. Yeah, make sure you back up your data.
Yeah, no, seriously. Yeah, we had good footage, and then, maybe we accidentally deleted it. You might have good files, some process, and you accidentally deleted it. So it's always good to take a backup.
Oh, yeah.
So, what is a backup?
What is a backup, right?
No, I asked that first.
Okay. Well, it depends, right? So, anything could be a backup, but we're talking specifically about, work-related backup, right? So, files, databases, anything that's important to you, anything that might make you cry if you lose it, for example. Anything, programs, software even, right? If you lose a specific version of it, code.
Not just the binary executable that you've compiled, but the code to make it.
Yes. The raw. The raw. So anything that you might need in the future that you don't want to lose, you're going to want to back up.
And on a personal note, you might have videos of fun stuff you had or photos you've taken on your phone. You might want to back that up as well to prevent some possible errors.
Right.
And there are three that I can think of.
Yeah.
Human error,
yes,
software error, and hardware error.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what do you think is a human error?
Well, everyday things, honestly. I think we all do it, right? Even just something as simple as writing on a Word document, right? You're just typing something and you're like, wow, this is so great. And guess what? You accidentally close it without saving it. Or you accidentally shut your computer off or something, right?
Without saving it.
Without saving it. So ultimately, it's your fault. And, you're going to hate yourself for it. But all you needed to do was, save it or save it and create a backup of it. Because you could delete the folder on accident.
Well, let's say you did save it.
Yeah.
Right? But there could still be a problem. There could still be a software problem. So as a human, you pressed save, but then you shut your computer down, you boot it back up, and you get a can't read file.
Yeah, corruption. Yeah.
And that's software. It's just the file sitting there. It was copied incorrectly.
Yeah.
There's file corruption. So you might want to take a backup of your, you worked hard on your essay, right? 4 a.m., you finish your essay, and you want to submit it. You make a copy and you save it just so in case if you accidentally delete it or got corrupted.
Yeah. Or hardware, right? Like you said. That could just be your entire computer dies. Your
power
driver.
Surge.
Your drive goes away.
Oh, yeah.
It's happened, right? So, it doesn't happen often, thankfully, but when it does, it's very inconvenient. If you don't have a backup, that is.
So, I think we said it, but a backup is basically a copy of your file, of your chosen file.
Right. Yeah, anything that's important to you.
How do you, and how do you determine that file?
Basically, is it going to make you cry?
If you lost it. Yes.
If you lost it forever and you'd have to do it over again, would it make you cry?
Yeah, or maybe you cannot do it all over again.
Yeah.
Basically, how much, I like that.
Yeah.
What would make you cry?
Yeah.
If you lost it.
A lot of things. A lot of things.
So this topic of backing up stuff, files, databases, photos, videos, anything, we talk Word documents, essays.
Yep.
That's on top of everyone's mind. So much so that, did you know there's a World Backup Day?
No way.
Yeah.
Tell me more.
There's a group, it's called World Backup Day. You can Google it. It's on March 31st of every year.
Okay.
It's kind of a call out to everybody to back up your data.
Nice.
And it's kind of like if you're in the IT world or if you're just anybody.
Yeah.
It's a day to remember to, hey, if you haven't done so already, there's your annual reminder, wake-up call, make a backup.
You shouldn't wait to do it once a year, but at the very least, to do it on the backup day.
Should do it, yes. At least do it on World Backup Day, March 31st.
Yeah.
But there's different ways you can back up.
Yeah. Do you want me to ask you how? What are the different ways? Is that a leading question?
I'm leading you to lead me.
Okay. So let's talk about the types of different backups, right? Like kind of like a template.
Okay. Well, I like to think about it from like hot to cold.
Okay.
So hot, warm, cold.
Okay. And what does that mean?
Okay, so hot is kind of like you back up your data and it's instantly usable. It's right next to you. It's at the same location. It kind of guards against human error.
Okay.
Oops, I fubbed. I messed up something. I have a copy right there. I just swap it out and do it again.
Okay. Okay. So let's create metaphors here because I think that's going to be more. It's going to be easier to kind of put things into perspective, right?
Okay.
So what does hot mean in terms of let's use like a cooking metaphor.
Okay.
Hot, cold, whatever. So what would you envision the metaphor for a hot backup?
Okay, cooking. Let's say you're making some soup.
Okay.
Okay, a stock pot.
Okay.
And you got your kitchen, got your stove, and you got the stock pot that's boiling, and you're adding your herbs and whatever seasoning to it.
Okay.
You messed it up.
I would never mess that up.
I know you would. Sorry, I mean, I messed it up. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm on the stove and I got my stock pot. I need to feed 20 people. They're hungry. They're waiting for me. I messed it up. I over salted it or something.
Oh, that's the worst. Yeah.
Just add water, right? Just dilute it. But it's something I messed up the thing.
Yeah.
What's the fastest way that I could recover and still serve the hungry people outside my kitchen?
Right.
Well, I might have a stock pot on this burner next to it.
Yeah.
It's already hot. I just got to turn on the burner. Maybe the burner's on low, simmer.
Yeah, sure.
And I can just throw away the stock pot, take the new one, fix it.
Yeah, very quick.
Yeah, so I call that kind of like a hot. That's the metaphor. If we're going with the cooking metaphor, stock pot ready to go. It's right. It's equivalent. I messed up something. I can just pick up where I left off.
Okay, easy.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a metaphor. We're not actually saying when he cooks that there's 2 stock pots of soup ready to go, or maybe I don't know.
That's not how you cook.
That's not how I cook. Maybe that's how you cook. Okay, so then moving on to the warm.
Okay.
Right? So what's warm to you?
Well, okay, so a warm backup, it's available nearby.
Okay.
So it guards against human errors as well, or maybe some kind of software error. There's a corruption, so you have to go look for that data. You look for that file.
Yeah.
If we're going with the cooking metaphor, perhaps your stock pot that you're cooking with, you messed up, but you had a spare one. It's off the stove, off to the side. Like literally, what's the phrase people say? Put it on the back burner. Put the stove on the back burner.
Sure.
It's off, or it's on the side, or it's in the fridge. Okay, I messed up. I can still go to the fridge, pick up the stock pot, bring it back out, and bring it back up to a boil. It's going to take more time than the hot backup, right? But it's still available.
Yeah, you haven't completely.
I haven't lost it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And my guests might need to wait a little bit more time, but I recovered.
Yeah, better than not having anything.
Right. So your file's gone, but you've looked around and it's somewhere out there. It took you a little bit more time to get to it.
Okay. I think I can already tell where this is going, but let's go to cold.
Cold. All right. So it's off location. It's that way it guards more against like hardware failures, right? So your server died, your computer died, and maybe it burned, earthquake, you dropped it. Oops.
Yeah, sure.
You dropped your phone in the water.
Yep.
And it's on a different device in a different physical location.
Sure. Okay.
And cold, I said fridge. Well, what's colder than fridge?
Freezer.
Freezer. In my garage, maybe there's a freezer, and I have a frozen stock pot in there of stock. And so I bring that up, bring it out, thaw it, bring it back up to boil. It takes a lot longer time, but yet I can still recover.
Yes.
The party must go on.
Always. The backup party.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess let's take that, the types that we just talked about, the hot, cold, or hot, warm, cold.
Yes.
And giving a little example. We here at Melissa use primarily SQL, right? So let's take a SQL example as an example.
Okay. Oh, it could be Microsoft SQL Server, PostgreSQL, MySQL, or MariaDB, any relational data, or any database, really. Any database. Okay. So hot, warm, cold.
Yeah.
Perhaps in a hot style backup, you're working with the table. So you just clone the table. Just select everything, insert to another table right there. Just so you have a copy, version A and version backup.
Yep.
Version B, whatever. And so you, have you ever messed up?
Well, we actually have an example. So we actually, when we run updates and stuff for some of our data, we make a copy of the live database.
Right before?
Right before, and then we work off of the copy first to confirm that everything looks okay.
What can go wrong?
A lot, right? A lot. Actually, well, real world example, we've accidentally truncated tables before.
Truncate?
Truncated, because we were trying to truncate one table, but a different table got truncated. And that was not fun. We almost cried, but we didn't have to because we had backups. It was, it was more of a warm backup. So we had to, reach out to somebody else and say, hey, can we get a backup? Can we get the backup, re-added to the database? It was not fun, but it wasn't a disaster. Another one would be when we're trying to update a table, and for example, our join statement wasn't perfect when we first ran it, and we updated the table. Lo and behold, it wasn't exactly what we needed, but it was okay because we had a backup that we could replace it with. So it's always better to be safe than sorry.
Yeah. So, a quick way, like you said, you're working with a table, just copy the table.
Yeah.
So that I would call that hot backup style for a SQL Server or a database.
Yeah.
So the next level is warm.
Yeah.
And warm is just making it a little bit farther away. Because if you do two tables in the same database, what if the database got corrupted? What if the database got deleted or dropped?
Yeah.
Drop table, delete database, detach database, you lose it. So you put it in a different database.
Yep.
And along that same concept, maybe that database is on a different volume, data volume.
Yeah.
So if you work in Windows, you have drive C, D, E, F, G. Well, if everything's on your drive D and your D drive dies, then everything's gone, right?
Right.
So if you copy it to a new database and that database exists on a drive E, then at least one of the hardware failures you won't.
Right. It won't be as catastrophic.
You have disaster recovery and your business continuity.
Yeah.
Warm is copy the table to a different database, just so that you don't mess up your first database, the original, and preferably on a different volume.
Yeah.
Maybe even a different server. Just get it far away.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
And then there's the cold.
That's super far away. I mean, you could, it's the same concept. You copy the whole database or your table to a different server. Maybe you do an actual backup, I think in SQL Server, Microsoft SQL Server, they call it .bak files, backup files. You take an actual backup, you can encrypt it, you can zip it up, compress it, and just move it away.
Yes.
Off server, off site. If your company has servers in different locations, send it somewhere else. That way, if your one location goes dark, goes bad, power outage, you can still restore and work.
Yes. Yeah.
So that's the idea. Hot is really close to you, and hot, warm, cold. Cold is far from you. The farther away you can get, the safer it will be if something happens to your primary location.
Yes. Yeah. And I think a good combination of all of those is ideal, right? Because you don't always want to have to go to a different server, to a different location to be able to get a quick backup. If it's something that you're working on, immediately, right? You don't want to have to wait for that long.
Right.
So I think a combination of those, is ideal.
Yeah, I think it's like a sliding scale. If you're actively working on it, like you said, you're developing hot backups, right?
Yeah.
And especially if it's changing data, if it's like real user input, you want to take a lot of quick, small hot backups.
Yeah, definitely.
But if it's something like, it's good, it's fixed, it's released,
yep.
right? Then you start putting it to archival storage.
Yeah.
Colder, and just kind of I need a snapshot.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I know we talked a lot about the different types. So I think we can talk a little bit more about what kind of backups there are, like the different mediums of backup.
Oh, like where to put it?
Where we can put it.
Okay.
Yeah. I think kind of going based off of your not hot, medium. I keep saying medium in my head.
Large, medium, small.
The hot, warm, and cold, I think it kind of really boils down to three, right? So you have your internal backup, you have your external, and cloud.
In terms of data, yeah. And actually, photos, videos, it's the same concept.
Yeah.
Hot is internal, really close to you. And warm is a little bit farther away, so maybe an external type of storage.
Yeah.
And then what's the farthest you can get externally?
The cloud.
The cloud. You don't know where that is, but it's out there.
Can't physically get to it.
Yeah. So.
Well, more or less, but yeah. Okay, so what are some of the, let's talk about what some of those types would be. So internal storage, right? So what would you think that would be?
If you have a file, so we already talked about SQL Server. So table, just copy the table, same database.
Yeah.
But if you have a file, you just copy, paste.
Yep.
To the same folder. Right, but what happens if the folder is gone?
Then you're still screwed.
Well, then you got to take a copy and move it to a different folder.
Yes.
In case your first folder got accidentally deleted.
Yeah, yeah.
And then the safer thing then is to move it to a different drive.
Right.
So different folder on a different drive.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. So that's kind of like your
Still
internal.
local.
You're still local.
local.
Exactly. But then you mentioned external.
Yeah.
So we're getting a little bit farther away.
Yes.
Warmer now. It's not too hot. But thumb drives, hard drives, SSD drives, portable stuff, enclosures and everything.
Yeah.
You can get to a nice fancy NAS, network attached storage, or a SAN, some companies use, storage area networks. And that's just external to your location, your server, your computer.
Yeah. And then, of course, cloud is cloud. I mean, there's obviously various companies that offer cloud storage, and that's everyone has different needs, and that's for everyone's independent research to do what cloud makes best sense for them.
But some things you should be mindful of.
Yeah.
With a cloud, make sure they're legitimate. Just because they're cheap, they could be what I forget the term, but it's like fly by night. I think that's the term. Fly by night companies, like they pop up overnight, they take your money, and then they go bankrupt.
They're gone.
And they're gone. Yeah. So go with someone that's a reputable, a leading provider. You get what you pay for.
Yeah.
So if you pay for the storage space, they'll usually charge you for storage.
Yeah.
A lot of companies, it's free to push data in, but ingress, and then they charge you for the egress.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then storage. So per
How
gigabyte.
much? Yeah.
Yeah. And so reputable ones, and that they tell you that they have it in multiple locations.
Right.
They'll replicate data for you.
They need to back up they need to back up your backups.
Well, so everything we're talking about, if you pay a cloud backup service, they handle everything we talk about.
Yeah.
They have to have their internal, external replication and everything.
Yep.
That's what you're paying for.
All right. Well,
so what do we cover? We covered the types of backups, why you need to make a backup, and then where you would make a backup. So what do we need to talk about now?
Now we need to talk about how.
How?
Yeah.
So what do you think about when you need to think about backing up?
Well, so if you think about it, first things first, you want to know what you need to back up, right? So you got to determine not everything needs a backup.
Oh, not everything?
No. I mean, look, you could be like way over the top and back up everything. But if you're paying for like a cloud storage service, that might get out of hand, right? So you got to kind of determine what's really important to back up and what's not. That's independent to you.
Well, the driving question, as Anna said earlier, is what would make you cry?
Yes. What would make you cry? If it's going to make you cry, then it probably needs a backup. So once you've determined what you need to back up, you want to figure out, well, what type of medium, right? What kind of backup? So is it a hot? Is it a warm? Is it a cold, right? Where do you want to put it? Do you want to just put it on a separate folder? Is it something that you're just working on temporarily that you just need a copy of on your local drive? Is it something more long-term when you're like, I should probably put it on a different drive, a different volume? Or is it something more archival where it's like, okay, this has been out and running for a while. We don't need to work on it currently, but we may get back to it in several months, in a year. You should probably go into cloud. Then you want to talk about or think about how often you want to back up, right? So how often is your data changing? Because if your data is changing every week, if you back up once a year, that's not going to be enough, right?
Exactly.
So we need to kind of determine the frequency of the backups.
So when you think about that, it's how much, again, it always boils down, I like the phrase, what would make you cry?
Yeah.
If your data is changing and you think about if it's changing 10% and you want to make a backup, like if it's beyond 10%, that would make you cry.
Yeah.
Maybe people can live with 20% change. But depending on how much you're comfortable with, how long does it take to get to that percentage change?
Yeah.
So let's say you're at 10% and you get there every week. So you should probably back up every week.
Yeah.
But for some people, the data doesn't change much and it changes every month. So maybe all you need is
once a
Monthly.
month. Yeah.
Yeah.
And only you can determine that. You'll have to kind of play around with your numbers. Another thing to consider, I think, is costs associated.
Yeah.
Of course, local storage, pretty cheap. You're already on it, right?
Well, it's more, people think of it like a buy once kind of thing. Because with cloud, it's a subscription.
Sure.
So you're paying every month, and it's just sitting there. And some people can't justify it. Some people don't want to pay for it.
Yeah.
But if you buy one nice hard drive, but then you have to remember hard drives go bad too.
Yeah.
Like you just leave it there, it's going to get old.
Yeah.
Will it spin up when you need it? So maybe you might need a backup of the backup.
Yeah.
But then that cost.
Then what cost, right?
At what cost?
At what cost?
And then be careful though. There are cheap hard drives and good hard drives. Enterprise grade hard drives that have redundancy built in, SSDs with like extra space for when certain sectors go bad. Cheap hard drives, they spin at a slow RPM. Better hard drives, just more redundancy.
Sure.
It's all about redundancy.
Yeah. Again, you get what you pay for.
Yeah, you get what you pay for.
Yeah. So yeah, I think those are some things to keep in mind on how to back up. And depending on what kind of medium, what kind of source you want to choose, there's specific how-tos on that. But I think that's a good starting point to how to get your backup started.
Oh, but you got to remember.
Yeah.
Just because you took a backup doesn't mean it's usable.
Correct.
So now you got to talk about validating your backup.
Yes.
Okay, so you did all that. You thought about what you needed backup. You thought about where you're going to back it up. You chose your plan, hot, medium. Hot.
See?
I know, it's so easy. Hot, medium, cold. Hot, medium, cold. Hot, warm, cold. You've chosen that, and you've your frequency.
Yeah.
You've paid for it. You figured out your cost. And you're like, I'm happy. I made a backup.
Yeah.
Well, how do you know that it worked?
Right. You got to test it.
So a backup is not considered done until it is fully restored and tested. So in SQL Server, in Microsoft SQL Server, you can do a BAK file, you back it up.
Yep.
Then you have to restore it. That proves that the backup worked.
Right.
If you copied a photo and you put it somewhere, well, just double click it and make sure it can open up.
Yes.
So it wasn't corrupted on the copy.
Yes.
Make sure you use some secure copy methods. Standard copy paste, it might not be good. There are tools built into Windows like RoboCopy, or in Linux, rsync. There are different tools that will help verify the file integrity after copy.
Yeah.
And then you can also guarantee it by doing a checksum.
Yep.
There's various. There's MD5, SHA-1, SHA-256. This is not for security of the file. It's more for just making sure the file was the integrity of the file remained intact.
Right.
So MD5 is fine. It's quick to calculate, and you store that value, and then it's kind of like a thumbprint.
Yeah.
Right. A little thumbprint of your file. You store the value, and then the next time you go to get the file, you can say, well, what's the MD5? Read it, and if the values match, that means you have a good, exact copy of what you originally backed up.
Yeah. Without corruption.
Without any corruption during copy or during storage. I think about Star Trek.
Oh, okay.
And how everything they threw to the tachyon radiation. Any problem they had was like, oh, it must be tachyon radiation.
It's true. It's every other episode is something with tachyons.
Yes, because it passes through. And no joke though, we do have radiation and we do have waves that pass through, and it can mess up hard drives. But
you mean like solar flares and stuff?
It's just
Theoretically,
radiation.
that's what people say, right?
Tachyon radiation. Yeah, so they'll pass through, and it could mess up hard drives and SSDs. Or like, I think some people are scared of having a magnet too close to their.
I am. That's me. Yeah, I'm like, get magnets away from my computer.
Because you're afraid it could mess stuff up, and it could.
Yeah.
And it could. I think that's called like degaussing. When you use a very strong magnet to wipe out hard drives.
Yeah.
So there are safety things built into the hardware, but you never know.
You never know.
Yeah. So let me see. So you backed it up. You tested your backup either by opening it or just kind of restoring it to confirm it worked.
Yep.
You checksummed it. You might want to consider the privacy.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So encryption. So if it's a private file, you might want to encrypt it and make sure you back up the decryption key.
That's true.
Because you back it up, it's all encrypted, it's nice, it's secure, you lost your decryption key, or you didn't back up that key.
Yeah.
It's to a different location, please.
Yeah.
Don't back up your key next to your other files, it kind of defeats the security point.
Yes.
But yeah, you might want to encrypt that. A lot of cloud providers say that their volumes are encrypted. That's true. It's encrypted from the outside, so attackers go into their volumes, all the data, your data is encrypted.
Yeah.
But
if they get to it.
But the provider can still see your files.
Sure.
So So it's how much you trust the provider.
Okay.
And if it's very secure data, you should encrypt it yourself. So you encrypt it, then they encrypt it at rest.
Okay. Yeah.
It's all about encryption.
Double encryption.
Double encryption, yeah.
Yeah. I think all very important things to keep in mind. But I guess one other thing is the consistency, right? So I know I talked about the frequency of how often you should be backing up, but along the same lines, consistency is key. Because you back up something one time, you're like, oh, I did it, right? I did it on World Backup Day.
And then you forget.
And then you never do it again. Couple years down the road, something happens, and guess what? You lost all your files.
No, you had that one backup from like 5 years ago.
From like 5 years ago, and then you go, oh my God, this is so old. Like everything has changed since the last time I backed up. So you did the backup, but it doesn't really help you at that point of disaster, right? So you're gonna want to back up often. You're gonna want to back up. What am I trying to say?
Save early, save often.
Save early, save often.
But then you might want to think about how many files you want to retain.
That too, yes. So like how many instances, right? Snapshots. How many snapshots are you wanting to keep? So if you're updating your backups every month, you don't want to keep 5 years worth of that, right?
That's 60 files.
I don't think you need data from 5 years ago if you have one from last month. So how much of that window are you going to keep? That's kind of something to think about. And
then that helps guard you against, you've done everything right and just something went wrong. You have the MD5 sum, but the file just got corrupted.
Yeah.
Well, if you took monthly backups and you kept, let's say, a quarter's worth, that's 3, right? 3 months worth, and the latest one was corrupted, well, you go to the second latest one, and that might be okay.
Yeah.
And it's not what you wanted, but it's not
better than nothing.
It is better than nothing. Yeah.
Yeah, and everyone's formula is going to be different based on how often, the frequency, but at the end of the day, you are going to have a backup. So in the event that you need it, you have it.
You can sleep easy, rest easy, and work with your data confidently.
And I feel like it's one of those things where it's like you don't think you're going to need it until you need it.
Oh yeah.
So and at that point it's too late.
Backups have saved our butts more often than not.
Yes. Yeah.
And that's just life.
Yeah.
That's just life. So, I like my acronyms, and I like something to remember the steps here in summary, WWJD, determine what, determine where, and just do it.
Yeah.
So WWJD, what, where, just do it.
Yes. I thought it was just what, where, just do.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. WWJDI. No, this is like
No. Now you're just adding on extra letters.
Too many letters there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Determine what, determine where, and just do.
Okay. Yeah. WWJD. And as the World Backup Day, page says, real friends don't let friends go without a backup. So let us be your friend and remind you to back up your data today.
Yes, friends. Make your backup.
Thank you. Thank you for everyone for joining. And if you like this content, make sure you subscribe so we can reach viewers similar to you with similar interests. And and then you'll be notified of when we have new videos as well.
We'd love to hear from you. So email us at podcast@melissa.com, connect with us on LinkedIn, or just leave a comment below, and we look forward to hearing from you.
Yeah. All right. Well, until next time.
Stay data curious.
And back up your data.